dividing multi-digit numbers. So first, what is 8,400 divided by 7? Well, you just divide that on your calculator directly. And on your calculator, that will give you 1,200. The second problem, Ron is planning to tour Europe with his friends for 20 days. He plans to visit 8 cities and wants to spend the same number of days in each city. How many days can he spend in each city, and how many days will he have left over? So if you divide 8 into 20, so we get 2, 16, and 20 minus 16 is 4. So this is just 2 with remainder 4. Sanjay has ordered 30 slices of pizza for 7 people, and that includes himself. If everyone gets an equal share, how many slices will each person get, and what is the remainder? So here we divide 7 into 30. So that goes 4 times. We have 7 times 4 is 28. Draw a line, subtract. 30 minus 28 is 2. So that's 4 with remainder 2. As part of a community service project, a local club has decided to paint 864 walls across town. The club has 36 volunteers. If the work is divided evenly, how many walls must each volunteer paint? So that's going to be 864 divided by 36. And on my calculator, when we do that division, we get 24. Raymond works for an architectural firm. His company has a contract to design a building on a rectangular plot of land that has an area of 421,808 square meters. The plot of land is 328 meters wide. What is the length of the plot? So they give you an area, and we know that the area for a rectangle or square, here a rectangle is equal to the length times the width. So we have the area, which is 421,808. If I divide the area by one of those dimensions here, divide by the width, I'm left with the length. So if we divide that by 328, and on your calculator, I got 1,286 meters. A factory produces 37,650 t-shirts in 30 days. If a factory produces the same number of t-shirts every day, then in one day it produces how many? So we're going to take this number, 37,650, and divide that by 30, and that'll give us how much or how many t-shirts is being produced each day. And so on my calculator, when I divided that, that gave me 1,255. And then it says, if there are 50 machines in the factory, the number of t-shirts each machine produces in a month. Well, we know in a month it produces 37,650. So how many t-shirts can 50 machines produce? So if, in terms of what can each machine produce. So when you divide that, you get 753. So each machine can produce 753 t-shirts in a month. Now, let's check our work, and I think we're doing good. Chris earns a fixed amount of money every month. At the end of 2 years, Chris had earned $86,688. He earns how much in 1 year? So if he earns 86,688 in 2 years, then we divide 2 into that, and that gives us how much he earns in 1 year. And that comes out to be $43,344. So he's doing pretty good. And then how much does he earn each month, every month? Well, there are 12 months in a year, so we divide 12 into what he earns in 1 year, 43,344. And on my calculator, I got $3,612. 3,000. Okay, so we check that. We're doing okay. Sanaya is planning a party at her home. She has made 126 chocolate truffles and 84 caramel truffles, excuse me, to give to her guests. If there are 21 guests and she divides both types of truffles equally among them, then each guest will get blank number of chocolate truffles and blank number of caramel truffles. So simply, how do we get that? No problem. You know that there are 21 guests, so for the chocolate, that's going to be 126 divided by the 21 guests, and that gives you 6. And then for the caramel, that's going to be 21 divided into 84, and that gives you 4. Okay. Now next, it says solve the division problems and match them to their solutions. So what we're going to do is divide. Use a calculator, and that's good, but the calculator is going to give you a decimal, so we had to actually divide this by hand. So for the first one, that's going to be 212 is divided into 6,684. So 212, excuse me, goes into 6,684 31 times. 31 times 212 is 6,572. We draw a line and subtract, you get 112. So here, this is 31 remainder, right? 112. So for the next one, do that same thing. We divide 242 into 6,834. Well, 242 goes into 6,834 28 times. 28 times 242 is, on our calculator, that's 6,774. Draw a line and subtract, we have remainder 58. So that's the 28 or 58. Okay, next, We take the 289 and divide that into 8,967. Okay. So when we do that division, 289 goes into 8,967 31 times. 31 times 289 is 8,959. Draw a line and subtract. We have 8. That's our remainder. So this one is 31 or 8. And the last one, I know you can say, well, that's just the last answer up there. But in mathematics, you never trust anybody. You always work it. You work everything out. So 325 goes into 9,105 28 times. So 28 times 325 is 9,100. That's remainder 5. So this is 28, remainder 5. Okay? Is that there? Now the last one here is we have these tiles. It says drag the tiles to the correct boxes to complete the pairs. You can do that on your end. I'm just going to work it out. Match each question with its answer. The answers are in the form quotient or remainder. So again, we're doing the same thing. We're doing division. So George has 1,702 oranges in his storeroom. He has to pack them in 152 crates. If he packs an equal number of oranges in each crate, how many oranges should he pack in each crate, and how many will remain? So that's simply 152 divided into 1,702. So that goes 11 times 11 times 152. It's 1,672. Draw a line and subtract. We have remainder 30. So this is 11, remainder 30. You kind of get the idea. So here, this is going to be 11 divided into 246. So that goes 22 times. 22 times 11 is 242. Draw a line and subtract. We have remainder 4. So this is 22, remainder 4. There are 5,342 boxes of the same thickness and weight in a room. The room has 321 shelves. If the books are split evenly among the shelves, how many books will be on each shelf and how many will be left over? Again, we're going to divide 321 divided into 3,542. So 321 goes into 3,542 11 times 300, 11 times, 321 on your calculator is 3,531. Here we subtract. You have remainder 11. So this is 11, remainder 11. And then for that last one, looks like we're dividing 30 into 676. So 30 goes into 676 22 times. 22 times 30 that's 660. Here with remainder 16. So 22, remainder 16. And all those answers were up there above. That's the 22 remainder 16. Then the 11 remainder 11 is here. That was that other one. Then this is 11 remainder 30. And then 22 remainder 4. Okay. So that should do it for you. If you have questions, just let me know. Thank you.